My name's Cass. I own and operate a business in Rockdale, in Sydney South. So essentially Ramadan is a month of fasting for Muslims. So obviously there's an abstinence of food and water throughout the day. And so it's an observed sunrise to sunset fast. And then post sunset, people can start eating. Most people will sort of have like a homely meal to break their fast. Because we're in Rockdale, so there's a huge population of people that are fasting. And so what happens is, maybe 50% of our clientele no longer come in during the day. And so to accommodate for that, but also to produce like a fun vibe, because Ramadan, don't get me wrong, it's meant to be an enjoyable experience, right? And so to contribute to that, we do like a Ramadan nights here at the cafe. And so we'll open up from 6 p.m. till midnight or 1 o'clock or whatever it is. And we'll offer things like ice cream, desserts. You're reaching out to the clientele that aren't going to be coming in during the day anymore. And you're sort of preserving those relations and you're building new relations because people from outside of the area will start coming down as well once they see that there's like a cool vibe going on, or that there's like these unique foods that are being offered. Obviously we're still offering food during the day, but then we'll open up at night with like a huge dessert operation. Like it's just, everything's dessert. We've got a few of our main items, like our pizzas and our kaaks, but then for the majority of it, it's kunafa and cookies and donuts and sahlab. So sahlab is like a Lebanese version of chai latte. My auntie actually makes it for us here at the cafe, and like people come from Liverpool and Blacktown, just literally they'll come in, we want 10 sahlab and they'll jet. So kaak is essentially like a bagel, but it's a Lebanese version of it, or an Arab version at least. It's smoky bread essentially. First off, we start off with this dough that we make every morning. We dip that in some molasses. We then obviously wrap it up in some sesame, that's black and white sesame over there. After a bit, we'll put it in the roller and it'll come out as a flat piece of dough. And this is how we make our kaak. Yeah. Okay, so here we have the halloumi kaak. You can see the oregano, halloumi, some vegetables, tomato, olives, shallots, some avocado on it. It comes together nice and light as well because of all the vegetables and stuff in it. On the contrary, we have the sujuk and egg kaak, which is much heavier. This comes with some egg, cream cheese on the base, cream cheese on the top, some sujuk, some shallots, and that all works together really well to make a nice, heavy, meaty dish. It's a really, really popular item, especially in Ramadan, because it's such a filling food. So kunafa is essentially a sweet cheese. On the outside, when we pass it to the oven, that gets nice and crispy. We add vanilla ice cream on top, and then we top that up with some atar, which is a sugar syrup, a bit of pistachio as well for some texture, and we serve that up as it is. Religiously speaking, you're meant to break your fast on either a date or some milk or some water. Most people, it's either their mum or the grandma's made something and that's it, right? Like for the first few days of Ramadan, people are bothered to cook. And so you'll find everyone's going out for these real big dinners, but then after the halfway mark, everyone's like, yeah, get something takeaway, whatever. That's just what ends up happening because you're sick of cooking these big meals because they take obviously a lot of effort, right? Fridays and Saturdays, we have lines out like across the road sometimes. We don't even offer dine-in because it's too much to sort of cope with. It's a big crowd, but it's a real fun crowd. Like everyone's there because they want to eat food and enjoy themselves. Some people bring some cards down, they'll play some cards and it's just, yeah, it's good. It's a real fun experience.